Hey guys, how do we subtract mixed numbers? Well, when you run into a situation where you have a whole number with no fraction and we need to subtract a mixed number from it, I'm going to need you to borrow from that whole number. The other situation we'll take a look at when you have two mixed numbers, but again, I'll want you to borrow if the first fraction is smaller than the second. But we'll look at that together in just a moment. In order to borrow, I need you to think of that whole number as basically one less than what it is. So 60 would become 59, and we're borrowing the 1 from it. So again, what's happening is the 60 is going to become 59. But we have no fraction, so we need to turn this 1 that we borrowed from the 60 into a fraction. And then the next question is, well, what can I make it so it plays really nice with this 5/12? Just take a look at the denominator of this fraction down here. If this is a 12, then I want to turn this 1 into a fraction with a 12 on it. And that's how the 1 is going to get a bottom denominator of 12. Now, the next question is what do I put on top of it? It should be whatever you had on the bottom denominator, because this is a division problem. So 12 divided by 12 is 1. And so that's the reason that we're like, yeah, that makes sense. Now, you don't really need to put this plus sign right there, but it's just the idea that, hey, this is a whole number and fraction combined together, just like this mixed number. So I'm going to take this little plus sign out. And now we can just go ahead and subtract like we normally do. 12 minus 5 is 7. And we keep the same denominator. 59 minus 23 is going to be 36. And there you have it. That's how we can get by with the situation of like 60 minus a mixed number. We just need to borrow from that 60, and that 1 that we borrow is going to turn into a fraction. Just look at the other fractions denominator, double up on it, and you'll be okay. But what about this other situation? We have 20 and 3/10 minus 17 and 4/5. And you'll see this situation a lot more, where the 10 and the 5 are not common denominators, and you don't know really what you're going to get until we get into the situation. So let's go through and get common denominators and rewrite the problem vertically. If you like it horizontally, you can keep it just like this, but I like it vertically myself. I know I can turn the 5 into the 10, so I'm just going to multiply this by 2. And of course we have to multiply the numerator by 2 also. So now our situation that we've run into is it's 3 minus 8. And I know 3 minus 8 is negative 5, but that's going to be a headache when we get a positive whole number over here. So again, I really don't want you to do it. I want you to basically borrow from your whole number. So we're going to make this 20 into a 19, and we're going to add a 1 to that 3/10. Now, again, since we're borrowing a 1 from the whole number, we can make it into a fraction, but look what it needs to have. It needs to have a denominator of 10. So let's go ahead and make this 1 into a 10 over 10 situation, and then we can add that to the 3/10. That way we can have our new fraction. Now we can go ahead and subtract. We've taken that 1, made it into a fraction that works with 3/10. We made the 4/5 into a fraction that also works with 3/10, but now we've got 13/10 minus 8/10. Sorry about that. And now just ask yourself, can I simplify the fraction? There you go, 2.5.